Hello, happy Christmas Eve. Hello. Let me see if I can find some mood music here. I wish that they had like a jazz selection. Like if I could play some jazz in the background, that would be bomb diggity. They don't have it on here. Mm, I'm eating chicken and dumplings. It's so good. It's so good. All right. So, god dang, they out there doing fireworks or something. So maybe I'll leave the music out. Shout out to Tupac. You know what? I might play a Tupac song somewhere in this live. I might. Tupac was a genius. He predicted this. He predicted this. And I got to tell y'all something. It's a shame. So I'm thinking about leaving YouTube. And I think it's going to be probably like a 6 to 8 month transition. Hey, Shamika. Now, the last time I attempted to leave YouTube for a while, I had a gay male stalking me. Okay, and so that leads up to the discussion of why I'm thinking about leaving YouTube. Somehow, a very unlucky event happened, and it's something that I'm not cool with. It's something that I'm not cool with, and I think that as a woman that identifies as being straight, being constantly pursued by a group of misogynistic, hateful gay males, I feel like women on this website, couples on this website, in particular heterosexual couples on this website, are being discriminated against. We're being stalked and we're being harassed. Quite frankly, one of the reasons why I'm thinking about leaving this website is because of hateful gay males stalking me. It ain't the females. It ain't them. It's not them. It's the males. Okay. The sad part about it is that they're black, they're broke, and they're bitter. And they have been stalking me and another man because we're heterosexual. Constant harassment, constant. It does have an impact. It does. It especially being that I'm a woman. And you know, women are supposed to have a mouth on them. Women are not supposed to necessarily be quiet and let somebody bully them. No, that's not what women are supposed to do, especially with me. I consider myself to be an alpha woman. I am a businesswoman. I'm a business owner. And the sad part about it is that they huddle together in a huddle and protect one another. And trust me, and I'm not even going to lie to you. And it has nothing to do with their sexual preference. It has nothing to do with them being gay. I have gay friends that I love. I love everybody. But trust me, I have done death magic on them because they are super duper focused on me. And I'm going to tell y'all something. They are lighting candles. They are doing voodoo rituals, boule rituals. They are doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you. I felt that they have almost gotten me killed. And they don't care about women. They really don't. They are lost completely, and this is and for some reason it's being hidden and tucked away to the point where it's only affecting a small portion, a minority of YouTube. Now, it's a group of gay males who are upset with me. I mean, pardon me, but is it up to any gay person to try to identify someone else's sexuality? No, it's not. That's just like right now, if I wanted to identify as a man or if I wanted to identify as being fluid gender, I could. It's not up to them to tell somebody that I'm gay or to tell somebody whether or not I'm worthy of being married to, or whether or not I'm pretty enough, or whether or not I'm smart enough, or whether or not I am worthy. And this is exactly what these gay males are doing. Now, they're not openly gay, they're not out in the front, out in the open gay, but they are definitely gay. And they're not gay in a sense because I can imagine there's so many gay couples that are just not on this mess to the point where they have to show hatred for the woman. So this is where I feel that it falls under the category of fugazi. Okay. So this is where they're probably gay by proxy because they don't know how to submit to a woman. A man and a woman submits together. They submit to each other. There's no way that can ever be one-sided. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of, when you love somebody, you're going to compromise. You're going to compromise like a mug. I don't care what they do, what they say, because we know spirit affects people. When you really love somebody, you're going to say, you know what? Let's get past this, right? These gay males have vagina envy. They have vagina envy, and they are stalking and harassing me on this website. And you know what? A lot of people will look at me and say, why are these people not dead yet? I wish that I could light a candle and murder them. I wish that I could just take them away from this earth to where they never be heard from again. I'm not even going to lie to you, because in the past 3 years, all I've wanted to do was be happy in my situation with my man. That's all I've wanted to do. And they have made the situation more complicated, and is so toxic to where these guys have supporters that watch their channels, and they are donating money to these gay down low black males to get them to stalk, harass me, and put a bunch of negative toxic energy onto me and the people that I love and my children. Then they'll call me crazy because of my spiritual beliefs. But we all know that's a ploy. Because if I were really crazy, I would load up. Okay, and I think that that makes them feel safe because but I could literally order a rental car right now if I wanted to, and get some guns. If I was really crazy, I would waste my money instead of spending it on my kids, which I would never do. I would never ever ever do that. My children are asleep right now. Okay. But I would never, ever, ever load up a bunch of guns in the car, find where these people live, and go blow them to kingdom come, because I know that that would not be the right thing to do, because it's irritating. It's very aggravating. It makes a person angry that they are getting away with it. I'm not going to throw my life in the toilet for them. I'm not going to do it. But Tupac said it right. Tupac was 1000% correctamundo about what he said was going to become of the Black community. And it happened. They're no different than a very angry woman turning into a lesbian and sleeping with women because she's angry about a relationship that was not meant to last anyway. If a relationship is not meant to last, it's just not meant to last. I'm not going to turn against all men and say, "Ooh, I hate men." I could never hate a man. I like men. I like their bodies. I like their voices. I could never, ever, ever hate men or and then go around and be like, I'm going to sleep with women. Yeah. It just because, see, I have discernment and knowing and understanding. Hey, if it didn't work out between me and that man, either it was some black magic going on because, yeah. Because I don't have them kind of problems. But either it's some very strong black magic, which that is very strong black magic. It's that gay male misogyny, and it afflicts and affects other black men in the black community. It's sick. Okay? It's sick. They have a hatred for women, especially me, because evidently I must be the ultimate woman representing divine femininity. Okay. And they can't stand me. And, I can be strong. Yeah, I'm a strong person. But at the end of the day, it is a very corrupt system. And see, they cover it up by bringing up white supremacy. Mm-mm. No, brother. No, brother. Well, not brother. I like to daringly call them roaches, is what I call them. No roach. Sorry. White supremacy has nothing to do with your obsessive need to hate on a woman. You hate women. And it's too much. Now, I will tell you that maybe perhaps because it's happening to black people, just maybe due to white supremacy, maybe possibly that's why none of them have been locked up and put into prison or either a crazy home. But, I mean, because honestly, you ever be a woman making love to your man or doing other things with him, and you get your clarity. There is nothing more clarifying than making love to the man that you love. And then they come and they bring the chaos and the smoke. Smoke and mirrors is what they bring, right? Which it's total bullcrap. I mean, as a woman that is a thinking woman, I'm very intelligent to where I can see what they're trying to do. And they have been trying to turn me gay. Men have been trying to turn me gay so that there will be more men for them to choose from. If for some reason, this is the way that they think. They've been on here trying to turn men gay by applying pressure and saying, "Oh, why do you want to be with that woman? She has a vagina. She bleeds every month. Ew. She's going to end up having a baby. Ew. Nobody married her. Nobody married her." So a man is supposed to base his love for a woman based upon her current marital status. So it's very weird. It's very poly. It's very, some other person's fluid You know, I don't want to taste another person's. I'm getting real raunchy, y'all, because I gotta keep it real. I am totally disgusted by it. What's up, Miss Fairy? Hey, boo boo. I'm totally disgusted by it. How's the family? How's the hubby? How's the kids? I'm absolutely disgusted by it. And Tupac said it correctly. He said we're gonna have a race of men that hate that hate the ladies that make the babies. And this is exactly what we're seeing playing out. That man was a genius. He's a Gemini, by the way, too. He said it. Tupac said it, and they killed him. His own people killed him. And I think that Black people, instead of wasting time arguing with them, I think Black people need to form our own armies against other Black people. Black people keep forming these armies against white folk. White folk, for the most part, they sitting at home unwrapping, they wrapping gifts tonight. They unwrapping gifts. They not thinking about us Negroes. Black men need to form an army against other Black men, straight up and down. The only way we're gonna fix it. Unfortunately, you can't go and pop them in the head. You can't like it'd be nice if Black people, because of the current state of the Black community, it would be nice if Black people had their own sovereign rules to where, you know what I'm saying? But we can't do it like that. So I understand you can't just go by these people's houses and blow them the kingdom come, and the white man not lock them up, because you know they will do that. So that's understandable, because you never know what the situation is, because of course if that went down, Negroes would make their own, they would try to take advantage of it. Okay, they would try to get away with murder is what they would try to do. So we can't do that. Okay. As a woman, even though I'm a witch, I can't stop these men. They're going to do it anyway, and they don't care. We're going to turn your man gay. We're going to turn you gay. We're going to say your kids is gay. They've tried to light candles, and they even have a troll account called Gay Reese. They want to turn the children gay. It's something really wrong with these people, something mentally wrong with them. They don't leave people alone. It's a constant everyday thing. So you can see the obvious agenda. I mean, you would have to be blind to not see the agenda. Hey, Black Karma, you would have to be blind. Okay. And see, as a woman, I know as a woman, I need a man. I need his love. I need his support. I need his energy. I need his sex. I need his kisses, his hugs. I need that as a woman. That's why a lot of women running around here with heart disease and dying of cancer and got fibroid tumors, because our own men are constantly on a mission to separate us from our men, from all men. You have Black male gay, and they got a few white men peppered in there with them along with the agenda, but it's mainly Black men. If you are in a situation where it is a majority of Black males doing it, they can't say it's the white man. You're leading the charge on that. You're running around the internet and you're trying to create this reality in people's lives. They're trying to recreate reality for people because of the self-hatred. Now, I don't doubt that a lot of those men were born gay. They look at other men and want them bad. They want them bad. They want them men bad. You gay. Okay, I can honestly say you're a homosexual. But anytime they are attacking women and angry at the woman because the woman got that D and that bag, it's something gonna have to give. When the woman gets the bag, or even when the woman provides the bag, it's a lot of women that provide the bag. They make a lot of money. Who gonna be messed up about making a lot of money? Now, I can guarantee you that, as I continue to put readings up, as I continue to put advertisements up, every time these homosexual gay males on here that hate women, they're going to make a move because they feel like, oh, shoot, she's getting ready to do something. She's getting ready to earn money that's going to better her family or someone else. We need to be on red alert on this situation. And it's not funny. They hide behind jokes and laugh tracks, but what they are doing is actually not funny. Oh, there's nothing there's nothing funny about what you're doing, especially when my spirits are ready to put you 6 feet under. My spirits are ready for you to go, because not only are they, causing a lot of stress and strain on people and families, but they are also messing up the balance of Mother Earth. It's so many. Listen. There should never ever be a shortage of men for women. That's a bunch of malarkey. Plenty of men to go around. It's just that we got men running around here. They want the men. Now, I don't know what that's about with some of them. Maybe some of them have a strong past life regression to where they were a woman in the past life. It's a possibility. And they don't know how to identify in this life. That's a possibility. But I think also that, I am in agreement with the fact that God made you perfect. So, for example, they were for a while trying to make me feel bad about being a woman. You could never make me feel bad about being a woman. I love being a woman and I love being a witch, and I do it well. I do it well. Okay. The fact that you've got people, I personally feel like they have done enough to qualify for jail time, for life in prison. They've done that, the things that they have done, it's deserving for them to get life in prison. I just started watching this new channel, guys, and it's called let me hip y'all to this new channel that I just started watching. And there was actually a story on there of a man, even though he was beating up his wife, he was beating and torturing his wife and his children, he got life in prison for being a narcissist. Hold on a minute. It's called the channel name. Let me find it because it's in my history. Because I've been watching their videos. They really get deep into the story. They interview the person. It's called Rose Enter, ROSE, and then Enter, ENTER. Very, very good channel. But it was a story on there, a video that I watched about a man. This man was, oh my God. He got life in prison. I feel that all of them are committing crimes. I feel that they are all deserving of life in prison, and some of them 10-year or more sentences for the things that they have tried to do to people using social media. And I'm still holding on to the hope that that will happen, or that they go ahead and drop dead. That's just how I feel about the situation, because they won't leave people in peace. And you can tell that they're gay because instead of them, okay, if a person establishes that they don't really, like I was saying earlier, they don't really fuck with you. They're not really cool with you. They're just in social media fucking around. And you decide, I'm going to make some videos about you every day because I'm mad because you don't want to be my friend. Excuse me? That's definitely homosexual behavior. That's good anti-ADOS God. I can't talk. Best wishes to you and your family and friends. In fact, let me get in the Christmas spirit real quick. Let me go on and show y'all my tree. Let me put that up there. Okay, ain't it pretty? It's pink. I had to go with the pink lights because I believe that I forgot that my cat destroyed my Christmas lights that we had last year. But these lights I had for my Easter tree, so I went ahead and went with pink and silver. Um, yeah, and unfortunately, they're black men. And so Charles Barkley was right about what he said about the black community 100%. He was correct. If you're a black person and you're not acting like a thug, and black men are under pressure to be thugs. And it's sad. It's so sad. That's why I'm thinking about leaving his website. It has nothing to do with the whole website. There's a lot of pretty normally balanced people on here, okay? But when you think about the fact that, they're gay, they're homosexual every day, and it drives them nuts, and they're jealous of a woman, which is me. I have men on this platform that are actually jealous of me. Men. Now that ain't that a paradox? Do I have Christmas lingerie? Anti-idealist, you're funny. So I want to leave this website because of it until at least they go. I mean, they don't think that we know. Everybody knows that you're homosexual. Everybody knows that. It's okay, anti-idealist guy. Everybody knows that these men are homosexual, even though they may act like they cool with other women. The fact that you're singling out one, you're making fun of the sexual behaviors of men and women, sexual behaviors that men and women have been doing since the dawn of time. Women have been, men and women have been making love and doing things to each other since the dawn of time, and we know that what they do is fake. Because if they were not actually homosexual and stalking me every day, some of them have even tried to incite domestic violence, have even said, started arguments. I've been in an argument with a man on here that I love very much. And they'll tell him, oh, you need to beat her ass. You need to beat her up. Beat me up for what? Because I'm a human being that reacted. So men, homosexual men, are telling other men that the only way that a woman is worthy and valuable to them is if that woman just sits there and just takes abuse from him. That's pretty much what they're trying to sell as love advice. Pretty much. So we all know that's pretty disgusting. At least I'm not the type of woman to just sit and flip out on nobody. I don't do stuff like that. I've always ran a very quiet household. And I've always just been a very easy, free flowing person. You know what I'm saying? And so, and they're driving it and driving it and driving it, but in reality, it's not real. Because if again, you're gonna say that a heterosexual couple can't fight or argue, they're not supposed to ever have a disagreement. Otherwise, every day you're going to harass and stalk and shame grown people. It's totally ridiculous. When you see it happening, it is absolutely unbelievably unbelievable. I'm sorry, but if you are a homosexual male or a female, you really cannot give advice to a heterosexual couple. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why they can't do it is because you have to understand that when you have a man and a woman, that is the yin and the yang. And that energy sometimes clashes with one another. It does. And it's supposed to. Man and woman are supposed to have arguments and disagreements, and they're supposed to get over it and move on from it. You have an argument, you think about it 12 hours later, 24 hours later, oh, okay, we was tripping. Whatever it was we was tripping off of, now we're over it. Now we're good again. But you have homosexual men that want to try to relive that experience because they want to create division every single day in a man's life. Okay. Because see, homosexual men that are on here on the download, we call them DL homosexual. Okay. They only use the women that they deal with as validation. Person like me, I don't need a man for validation on this website, not to run my business. So what are you talking about? I would need his protection when I needed it. But other than that, I'm not on here saying, hey, y'all, I got a man. People were buying, people still are buying spells and readings from me in droves, even before I was even seen with a man on this platform. Okay. They've skated all around. They went all around in a circle. But in reality, they've even tried to say, oh, it's because you're a witch. Oh, it's because you worship other gods. Oh, and no, it is simply because you are homosexual and you're jealous of a woman. Okay. You're jealous of the woman because of what she looks like, because of what she has, what she's accomplished, and you're jealous of that man for the same reason. And that's just the freaking reality of it. Why go back and forth about it? Where's the debate? Where's the debate? I'm going to tell you where the debate is. The debate truly comes from these men being violent and threatening to people. They will threaten violence against you. That's how you can also tell that they're homosexual. Okay, listen, I got to keep it a buck. I have talked to gay people from the LGBT community, and they talk about how toxic and violent it is. In fact, I believe it was like an international day um, for the gay community, and this man goes into this nightclub and just shoots up a bunch of people. And them gay people beat the crap out of that man. Oh, they beat the crap out of that man. And he was homosexual too. He just decided to go inside of a gay club and shoot everybody up. As a heterosexual woman with children, I shouldn't have to put up with that. I shouldn't have to put up with the violence and the hatred of the LGBT community. I can help my LGBT brothers and sisters because y'all still my brothers and y'all still my sisters. With what, I don't want to see nothing happen to y'all just because y'all gay or homosexual or lesbian. But I got to call this out. And I know that these homosexual men, they do gay spells on men. The gay spell results in the man being angry with the woman. It's to take a man out of his element. It's to remove him from nature, when in reality, in nature, we've seen homosexual, not really animals, but since the beginning of time, there's been homosexuals. We know that. But in reality, when it comes to human beings, man likes woman, woman likes man, and then you have a party. These men are trying to go against the grain. Now, it's obvious that, again, I don't advocate for discriminating against gay people at all, but I don't advocate for harassing and stalking and trying to turn. If a woman says, well, no, I'm not, I've said it so many times, I'm not into women like that. Like, I like women, I get along with women, but do I want to have sex with women? No, I don't. They gonna say it anyway, huh? I had a homosexual man, obviously homosexual. I have a picture of him in my phone because I was doing some work on him. Okay, because I don't discriminate. You don't get no pass with me just because you're LGBT. This man spent an hour trying to convince another man that I was gay. Now, y'all make that make sense to me. And really, in reality, what they need to do is just come on out the closet. There ain't no man I've dealt with homosexual at all. At all. But I can tell you that a lot of these guys, as soon as you hear them talk, my gaydar goes off. They're saying to men, be gay, be homosexual with us, because this woman argued back with you, because she argued with you. So you should be homosexual with us. Because of an indoctrinated belief system that the woman is not supposed to have a voice at all. So that's been quite obvious, hasn't it? Every man, with an exception of a man that I was personally involved with, every man that has something negative to say about me is homosexual. Okay? And they're mad and angry and they're flexing their homosexual muscles at me. I have to call the Shango to deal with them. I had to call the 4 different spirits last night. They was attacking me so bad. Lighting candles, masturbating, trying to use sperm power on me. In which, just because a man is homosexual doesn't make him weak. A woman should not have to fight with men, but these men are the homosexual type that want to fight with a woman because they are angry at that woman, because that woman doesn't well, first of all, that woman refused to validate them. Again, for them, it's all about validation. When a woman loves a man, it's all about her love for that man. That's why a lot of you women put up with the stuff that you put up with, because you love that man. You put up with it. They do it because they want to be validated. It's like, well, first of all, I wouldn't want to validate you to begin with. Number one, because I know you gay. Number one, that's all I caught from you was gay vibes, right? And then number two, I don't, and so they figure they're gonna force it. They're gonna force some kind of validation, and it's just weird, and it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's not good for a woman to go through that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I am a wicked ass witch. They hate women so much they want us dead, right? But that heart attack, stroke energy ain't gonna bother nobody but them. Okay, you better believe that God is gonna protect these divine feminines out here, straight up and down. Especially when you know what God you're talking to. And Shango ain't nobody to mess with. And see, I'll invoke goddesses, but boy, don't make me invoke 12 gods. I will invoke 12 gods, male deities that will destroy them. And I think that's what we're gonna have to do. No shade to the divine feminine or the goddesses, but I think that invoking Loki, Thor, Zeus, Shango, Papa Legba, Satan, Saint Michael, Saint Raphael, and a few other ones. Those gods came from a woman, and they respect women, and they looking at these men, and they ready to drive a stake through their hearts because they are so disgusting. They want to make women look like butches. I am not a butch. I have a mouth on me, but at the end of the day, I need to be taken care of. I need to be taken care of like a little baby. And see, especially when it comes to the black woman, they have an agenda against the black woman to totally masculize the black woman while emasculating themselves. It's very sick. It's very sick. I don't care what I do in the bedroom. I'm still a woman. And you look completely disgusting doing what you're doing. Okay. Now I got my candles litty, and the gods have been evoked already. But at the end of the day, why is it being allowed to go on? Why hasn't the police went and picked these men up? They should be in jail for some of the stuff that they've done. They should be locked up. Some of them in mental institutions. Some of them are quite mental, and they need to be locked up in a mental institution. Okay. My life was being threatened a couple of months ago by one of these homosexual men because he couldn't turn a man gay and he couldn't turn a woman lesbian. He's angry about that. Very, very angry. Okay. So, and then especially like for me, I'm a very private person. I do not like, oh my God, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm surprised that I ain't caught no case because of it. I can't stand people being in my personal business. Trust me, I can handle my personal business better than you. Okay. If I ask for your assistance, then that's different. Pretty sure I know how to figure out what to do with a man. Pretty sure I know how to do that. I don't need the advice from a homosexual man that doesn't understand, because at the end of the day, you're still a man, you're not a woman. Even if sometimes you may dress in drag sometimes. I mean, some of them, I imagine that they do dress in drag. Absolutely. Put on makeup and everything. That still doesn't mean that you understand me as a woman. Putting on makeup doesn't make you a woman. And I know a lot of transgender women gonna have a problem with me saying that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a difference between being a transgender woman because I'm subscribed to a transgender witch. She is very feminine, more feminine than what I see of some of these real women running around here. So that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm not picking on transgender people. I'm talking about these specific people that it's like the silence of the lambs. Now, I know that gay people and transgender people are not comparing themselves to the villain in Silence of the Lambs. You know the guy that was stealing people's skin, and he made a skin suit out of a woman and gave himself a vagina. I know y'all not comparing yourself. I know that for a fact. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the MO of these specific people. Pretty sure that every person knows what they need and how to get it. People that are doing the stuff that some of these people are doing is because they can't get what they want out of life. So, that's why I'm thinking about leaving this website. But sadly, they let me know, even if you leave, I'm still going to stalk you. I'm going to call your phone. I'm going to make videos about you. I'm going to put photographs up of you. And I'm going to go live and I'm going to try. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have no shame. I have no shame whatsoever. Oh, God. I'm not ashamed of anything, nor will I ever be. Why should I be ashamed of something that was given to me in nature? So these guys are completely outside of nature. Completely. Yes. And see, I'm not even talking about transgender women because you know what? A lot of those transgender women, they feel very feminine. So it's like you're talking to a woman. So I'm not even, please don't take this that way. Please, but they will. I believe that they will. I believe that these people will. Y'all need to not put yourself, if you are a transgender woman, do not put yourself in the category with sick people like what I'm talking about. Because obviously you're going through something that God wanted you to go through. Obviously you're dealing with something, but you're not bothering me. So I'm not bothering you. And I wish you the best and love and light and healing and all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the sick, disgusting psychosis of a homosexual man that cross-dresses sometimes, that wants to be evil and sadistic and harass and stalk and try to harm women. That's what I'm talking about. And I think that the LGBT community should support us women, especially Black women, because Black women were pivotal in supporting the LGBT community. And we're not feeling necessarily like y'all are supporting us with what we're going through with some of these people that are on the DL. Instead, what you see a lot of gay males doing is going, they'll make videos saying, your man want me, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very hurtful. And we wouldn't dream of trying to hurt you in that way. But yeah, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, it's messed up. And I'm just telling y'all how I feel. My feelings count too. I matter too. Just like I said, you matter. Just like I fought and voted for your rights. I fought and voted for the rights of gay people. And I feel like there's a sector of gay people that are trying to harm me. And I did nothing but try to help the gay community. And that's the truth. I supported the fuck out of gay people. Now I'm regretting it. And it ain't right. The world cannot be filled with gay people, with homosexual people. Please understand that there are more people that are heterosexual than homosexual. It's called human nature. It's called nature. And yeah, there's been some of us. I've had a bi-curious experience before, but that doesn't mean that I was gay or lesbian. And some of the people from the homosexual community or the LGBT community are trying to stigmatize me. And you let me know what this is doing for you. I've had lesbian clients, I've had gay male clients. How does that help you? I'm doing spiritual work for you. I've never done love work. I've never had a gay person ask me to do love work for them. Okay. But I've done other workings for them. How is this going to help you? It's not. In fact, it weakens all of you. You shouldn't let these men, these sick men get away with that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not. You were born from a woman. However you were conceived, whether or not she got a artificial insemination or she had sex naturally with your father, you still had to be born of a woman, and that is never going to change. Just like I have to respect the divine masculine because I know that I was born of a man. A man had to make love to my mother 45 years ago. My mother got pregnant and had to drop out of college with me to have me. My daddy went down there, made love to my mama, and they made me. And I'm not depressed. I'm very happy to be here. This website is depressing. The algorithm makes no sense either. The algorithm on my channel makes no sense either, because I'm speaking about heterosexual topics and things of that nature. But I have this group, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. They call themselves the Black sector. That sector is mainly homosexual men and women. It's the truth. If you did not know that those men were homosexual and those women were homosexual, now you do. There are a majority of them are homosexual. So if you were watching that sector and wondering what in the heck is wrong with it, this is weird. What is this weirdness? It's weirdness. If you were watching that sector and got confused, that's why they're so weird in that sector. And it's not because they're gay. We're not saying that it's because they're gay or queer. We're saying that it is because of the hatred. Why are you so messed up about being homosexual to the point where you have to project it to other people? Is being homosexual harmful to you? Or are you miserable because you're homosexual? Because I can tell you that, every time I am sexually active with a man, I thank God. Oh, thank God. So this is what we work hard and slave over every day. So we can have this one moment of peace and elevation. Okay. And I'm not going to experience that with a woman. Yeah, I've had a lesbian experience with a woman once or twice. Do you not see me getting dragged and walking through fire for a man? Why would I go through the fire? For what? I could come on here and make just as much money. It wouldn't change my business if I were to say I'm gay. I would still make a lot of money doing what I do. I don't have to be heterosexual or lie about being heterosexual to run a business. Trust me, people would still buy from me because I have a reputation. I have a reputation for having spells and rituals that work. I am that witch, one of those witches. I am very, very powerful in my magical workings. Very. I get paid every day from my business from being a witch. So I don't need to come on here and if I'm gonna have a man's phallus in my mouth, I'm doing it for the pleasure. I even have a pleasure Chinese symbol tattooed on my arm, which is a man with 3 legs. When I was younger, I was more open to experiencing life. But even back then, the man that I had daughters with, he wasn't cool with it. He was not cool with that. And I don't blame a man for not being cool with that. And I was going through something when I was younger. I was celibate up until 2019. I wasn't and but I definitely don't sit around thinking, "Ooh, I want to have sex with that woman." I'm sorry, I'm a woman. And yeah, there are some women that have sexual feelings towards other women. I'm not one of those women. And that's the God to honest truth. I have no reason to lie about that. I ain't got to lie for it for no money. I ain't got to lie about it for no honey. I ain't got to lie about nothing like that. And I'm so outspoken and so bold and unshameful. I would be the best gay person ever because I would be out with it. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, I mess around with women. I would tell the truth about it. Okay, then people want to bring up, well, what about that time that you was, yeah, do you remember the time? Do you remember the time when I was angry at men? I went through years of being angry with men. That doesn't mean that you're gay because you're angry at the opposite sex. That doesn't mean that you're gay. Now, can I speak on gay affairs? No, because I'm not gay, but I do have an understanding of how it feels to have an experience. And it is different for women. There is a double standard, and there always will be. There will always be a double standard. Women can experiment sexually with one another. That doesn't mean that they're gay. Men, on the other hand, if you a man and you go to that extreme to where you having a sexual act with a man, yeah, I'd say that more than and yeah, like I think the same thing goes for men. I think men can have a gay experience as well. Men have been raped before. Men have went through gay experiences and they're into women. They ain't thinking about being with no man. They thinking about being with a woman right now. Right now, they're thinking about a woman. So, and I mean, by the age of now, I will say this, and even though my opinion does not matter because I am heterosexual, okay, I'm not gender fluid, I am a woman that is heterosexual. I can honestly say, I don't understand bisexuality. But what I do understand it is from the perspective of being able to have sex with both or even sometimes at the same time. And I'm not into that. I'm a hopeless romantic. I will always be hopeless as a fucking penny with a hole in it. I will always be a hopeless romantic. In fact, that movie with Robert Redford called The Way We Were, these old movies of love stories and Romeo and Juliet, I will always be a hopeless romantic. I believe in love. I believe that love causes suffering sometimes, a lot of it. And trust me, I'm an expert on that. I'm not into, oh, yeah, let's just have a hold down. No, no, I don't want to have an orgy. I don't want to have a threesome. I don't feel sexually elevated or special by doing those types of things. Some people do. That's them. Everybody has a choice. That's just like I can't project. If you're a woman that likes to get down with other women and you like to bring other women into the bedroom with your man, which I totally don't agree with, goodness gracious. But if that's what you like to do, I'm not going to say, oh, you. Now, if you having problems, because I have had women come to me and say, Jamila, I done let this other woman in the bed with me and now I'm having problems. Now, see? Now, seeing they'll be like, it was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I speak from personal experience from doing that. It ruined it. So if I love somebody, I would never, ever, ever bring another person in the bedroom. I don't care if we fighting or screwing, and there ain't nobody else gonna be in that damn bedroom but me and him. Okay, no matter what we doing, whether or not we could be up in that mug slapping each other. Even though domestic violence is against the law, I'm just saying. I'm being sarcastic here. There's not going to be another woman in their coaching. Trust me, I don't need another woman to tell me what to do with my man in the bedroom, in the boudoir, or in everyday life. You can get support. I honestly can say that I got a lot of clients that are women. I don't tell them what to do with their man. I do the work for them and I tell them to let it happen, and it happens. I don't tell when I coach my love clients, my love support, I don't tell them what to say to the person. And I do the work, because 9 times out of 10, if you having problems with that relationship, it's either black magic, separation, or either the love may not be there at all. Otherwise, I'm just like nature itself. I cast the work. I do what I got to do to unblock those people or bring them people back together, and I let nature take its course. Okay. So, we don't do that. We don't manufacture love here. It's not a script. It's not a movie script. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people got to get out of that. That's another reason why sometimes I don't like YouTube, because I feel like people are scripted. I'm not scripted at all. This is right off the rip right now that I'm talking to y'all. I ain't got none of this stuff written down. This is coming straight from the top of my head. Okay. Open for another man. Hey, I gotta get man for real. And I've seen men steal my stilo. Like the way I talk. Y'all know how I talk when I be like, when I say, what's that one thing I'll be like, when I laugh and I go, I see people repeating me, and then they'll say I'm still in their stilo. I'm sitting there looking at these people, and they're literally trying to be me so that they can have their hand out and their booty open. Okay? Now I'm just saying. Y'all know that one guy that's a homosexual over there, he goes, ha ha ha, for real. He got that from me, but he says it differently. He says it differently than I do. He done stole his whole, not even his personality, because what they do is they steal from you, but they dirty it up and they make it filthy. So literally, I've heard people trying to be me at men trying to be a woman, and you make that make sense to me. And you know what? It's something that I believe that, yeah, you should watch these people. You gotta watch these people sometimes, but you don't take in nothing. When you look at these people, you just gotta think of it. It just is a crazy person, mimicker. It's a crazy person. It's a nut. It's a nut case. You don't actually get upset about nothing that they say. I know I don't. I just don't like it when people lie on me. That's what I don't like. I don't like it when people try to twist my words. I remember me and my ex bestie, we used to always, when we hung together real tight, we used to always be like, anything that was funny, we'd be like, I can't, I can't, I can't. You know, we used to say that all the time. We used to be like, my life, my life, my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff that I've seen myself start as a trend 10 freaking 15 years ago, and you see people out in social media mimicking and copying that. And it's okay because it's a form of flattery, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It just, it's weird. We used to always say that. I said rah rah like shit. It was like 8 years ago. I had did a video with my ex bestie and I said rah rah, and all of a sudden everybody started going rah rah. That was 13. That was like 8 9 years ago when I did a video with her and I said rah rah, and everybody started, and I didn't even say it on purpose. I said it by accident. And after that, I noticed people started going rah rah. Hmm. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing, like listen, I'm here to do readings and show y'all spells and rituals. And to be honest with y'all, I was thinking about coming and showing y'all Christmas Eve curse. I decided not to do it on camera though. We're gonna let people try to copy me, duplicate, can't do that. But you know, when I talk to y'all, this is my real voice. I use this voice in real life. Of course, I'm talking a little bit louder because I'm talking through a microphone, of course. But anyway, back to the subject. I don't know how I got off the damn subject. Because I've had people repeat me and copy me and say, you saying it like that person. That person got that from me. That's straight up and down. People copy me and then go and try to discredit me and talk down about me. But back to what we was talking about with the LGBT community and everything, that LGBT homosexual MGTOW going their own way but ain't went nowhere and still harassing and stalking people, misogynistic group of men. You know, they're annoying. They're a total insult. That, you know, anybody that I know, anybody that I deal with, because for a while it was a lot of people around outside of Nicole listening to Donnie Hathaway drinking and listening to my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, ADOS guy. Wait a minute, we got two of y'all in here. We got ADOS guy and anti-ADOS guy. What's going on with this? So, well, I'm glad I'm I should be your favorite YouTuber. Both both are you okay? They are angry and upset at a woman, and also because of a woman's accomplishments. And I don't even really consider it to be an accomplishment. It's just my life. It's what I'm supposed to do. What am I gonna go and live on top of a garbage can outside in the cold? What am I supposed to be at a shelter? Oh God, no, baby, no, no. And see, y'all gotta understand my grandma. My grandma, her and her man didn't live together. He stayed down the street from her, quite a ways down the street, but he stayed down the road from my grandmother. And after my grandmother divorced my grandfather, no, she had a man, and I consider him to be my grandpa, right? And but my grandma, when she retired from the post office, where she was the first black female supervisor. Okay, think about where I came from. My grandmother was the first black female supervisor up at the post office. Retired from the post office. My grandmother retired from the post office, okay? And after that, she started her own business. Okay, so that's where I came from. You can't expect me to deviate away from that. Will you expect me to deviate away from that? In the world is going on with this thing? Why is it doing that? So yeah, man, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at me and stop projecting your homosexuality to me. Those men are gay. Okay? And the tactics that they're using is never going to make me gay. I believe they were trying to turn me gay. I'm not even going to lie to you. Who does that? Who turns gay? That would be more like fugazi. Okay? Don't nobody turn gay. Okay, when I was 5 years old, I had a boyfriend. It was my first boyfriend. I was 5 years old. It was a boy. It wasn't a girl. It was a boy. I got caught in the driveway kissing the neighbor, the neighbor boy. I got caught kissing the neighbor boy. And I got a whooping for that too when I was a kid. Okay. So I'm definitely not a lesbian. I don't want to hang with a homosexual group of people either. I don't want to hang with them either. Not on the like I could hang with gay people, but not those type of gay people that hate themselves. Like I can hang around. I can be friends with a gay person. I am friends with a gay person. Okay. Hold on, y'all. But can that kind of toxic crap? No. So and I'm over it completely. And I'm sorry, that doesn't mean that what you're saying is correct. If you lie on me, I just had to curse somebody last night because the dude was telling somebody that I used to be involved with that I was a lesbian. I cursed him because you lied on me. That's why you shouldn't be out in social media trying to speak on somebody else's sexuality. In fact, stop speaking on people's personal life at all. You don't really know me. Okay. And I don't want to know you. From what I've seen of you, I definitely don't want to know you. And if I were to hang around with a group of gay people, it wouldn't be those gay people. It would, trust me. If I'm going to have gay friends, it wouldn't be those types of friends. And I'm not trying to be friends with you. And now I am that witch to where I don't give a damn. I am not, and I am not sensitive to peer pressure either. I am like a rock. They should have named me Stony. In fact, that's one of my spiritual names besides Rain. I'm Stony. I'm like a rock. I don't change for nobody, and I definitely ain't no damn chameleon. Okay, what you see is what you get. What you hear is what you get. So, yeah, I've been honestly thinking about it. Um, because of the harassment, I woke up yesterday morning, I felt like crap. Like these people was trying to put their sickness on me. I'm pretty sure that being homosexual, doesn't feel like you have the flu. I felt like I had the flu or something, like something was wrong. I feel fine now, but I didn't feel well, after all of that. And I know for a fact that it has something to do with me being an empath, which is why I blocked that off. I did that working that I told y'all I was going to do because empaths can take on and absorb the negativity from someone else. And so I'm, not only am I going to block out your negativity, but I'm going to send it back to you. I am not am I a nice person to a fault? I'm not going to let somebody take advantage of me. Yeah, they sending all kind of negative energy to me. Specifically to me, a woman. A man is stronger in a sense to where he may have more of a resistance to that. But I am a woman. I am very fragile. And it's not a fragile ego. And see, that's why I said I believe that a lot, and it don't have nothing to do with me caring about what you think of me. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the point that a woman shouldn't have nothing to do with that mess. And the fact that these men are literally treating me like I'm another man, like that makes me sick inside. Ew. It's not that you matter to me because you don't. It's just the fact that you are putting my photographs up and you're trying to send negative energy to me. And they're doing it all the time. So I got a vigil candle going on here just to just send it all back. I got my mirror set up. Bye. Bye. Let me send all that. Bye. Bye. I ain't got time for that. Because I honestly felt a little sick. And that's because I share in energy with other people too. So certain people, I'll take on certain other people's afflictions. I take on my clients' afflictions sometimes when they not, doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to feel that energy so I can fully understand it. I'm an empath, okay? So if you're an empath, more than likely, it's not a good thing for you to be sitting up here arguing with homosexual males that are angry at you because you won't be homosexual with them. And that's exactly what's going on. And they feel like if I harass people enough and shame them enough, that I'm going to wear them down and turn them gay. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Now, I don't believe that it'll ever work, but I think that they believe that it will work eventually. And that's why they don't stop. And so what that does is their delusional obsession turns into harassment. That's what that's what ends up happening. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. So, and we got that work for them. We got that work. In fact, if I'd have got my antibiotics 2 days ago, I'm dealing. My body was already dealing with fighting and adjusting to getting a tooth pulled, extracted. But then also, My body had to deal with, that site of where that tooth was. It got to draining, and but I'm good now. And you know what I'm saying? And see, I ain't even got to fight. I'll call to God. And just because I'm Luciferian don't mean that Jesus don't love me, because if I have to send Jesus, I will. And y'all be thinking Jesus is a nice person. Jesus is really not nice. Jesus, was it Revelations? Jesus said, I am Lucifer. I am the light bearer. I am the morning star, is what he said. I am the morning star. Which, if you translate that, that's Lucifer. Okay. And a lot of men will say, well, how dare you? And they get angry about that. They get angry. They get angry about a woman that is strong spiritually. They get angry. Too bad. And I feel like a lot of men need to be strong spiritual as well and protect the women, because we're the ones that heal you. If you kill the woman, you're killing yourself. Because at the end of the day, when I have to, because I do, like I said, I have a couple of homosexual clients. They're friends of mine. And you know what? My healing energy helps to heal them. Right? See, I can't be broken. I have to be fully put together. I can't be Humpty Dumpty falling off of the wall. I ain't gonna never do that. I got too many people depending on me. So that's why I don't choose to deal with all that hurt and pain, even if I watch those people. And honestly, again, I'm two-sided. I'm one of the most sweetest, loving, most kindest people. But if it's somebody that I don't like and I listen to you going through it, I like hearing you go through it. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, because you shouldn't have tried to trespass on me. Okay? I'm just saying. And my spirits is tired of me. My spirits got so tired of me having to battle 100 people at a time that they chopped it in a third. It's only a third of those people now. Because they was about 100 deep. They go live and it be like 100 folk in the chat, and they all be against me, and they all be sending me their negative energy. My spirit said, we're going to cut that out. We can't have that no more. They did. They said it. They said, we can't have this no more. We ain't doing this no more. And they want to try to include me in that, but I am not homosexual or lesbian. I am into men, always have been since my first boyfriend at the age of freaking 5 years old. And I wasn't having sex at 5, but I did kiss him in the driveway behind the car, and I got caught by my uncle. We thought we was hiding, but they saw us, and ever since then, I experimented, but like I said, no, I am not. And my spirits is going to be punishing people that do that. Don't do that. Okay. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Dealing with men, and I see it as mainly men. I don't see no women on that no more. Thank God. I'm glad that those women moved on. But now it's just the men. And and it's very, very strange. But anyway, guys, happy Christmas to y'all. I am going to make a decision on whether or not I am going to go or stay. Probably won't be until I get my shop set up, and then also I'm advertising in other places that I'm not going to speak of, that's going to bring me a lot of clients. So I really don't have to be here. I know a lot of y'all that still watch that sector. Y'all like for me to come on here, but then some of y'all like for me to do my readings. Of course, I'm going to always, provide that for you guys. But, You know, I don't want to keep responding to that stuff. I don't care. It's not, I don't have any dog in that fight when it comes to fighting with homosexual gay males. I mean, of course, if I feel like, because I got a couple of clients right now that are dealing with homosexual men trying to take their men. If it's my man, I'm gonna take him. He's mine. You ain't gonna take him. He ain't going nowhere. Okay, and now I will fight for that. I will fight for my man. I will fight another man over my man, especially when it comes to spiritually. But as far as like me coming on here, trying to be a top roaster, which I don't even know what that is. I ain't never been no roaster. I just know how to tell people about themselves, which really, to be honest with you, it's gotten old and it's causing for me to have a headache. I don't like having headaches. It's too much strain. It's draining. It's draining. Okay. So, I can't keep doing this. But anyway, guys, I've said enough. I've covered enough pretty much. I think I've covered everything. Mm, it's delicious. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a very, very Merry Christmas, and I will be seeing y'all. But I don't know how much long I can put up with this crap. And I've already told the spiritual community either they go or I go. So, I don't know if some of y'all got candles to light up to get these people up out of here. What I would like to do, what I was trying to do was some experimental work to make them lose their mind, to make them forget that I ever existed. Um, which that would be on up along the lines of black magic. It would, to make somebody forget their own name. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That would be cruel and unusual. To give somebody at the age of 30 or 40 Alzheimer's, wow, like I would be considered to be very, very wicked. That would make me an evil bitch, wouldn't it? But I'm thinking about doing it today. I got plenty of skulls. I got skulls, skull candles, and black candles. I got plenty of everything that I need. Even though I didn't get my package got delayed, so it ain't gonna be here till Monday. hmm I was expecting a whole bunch of stuff come in today, but it didn't. But anyway, whether or not you're homosexual, lesbian, heterosexual, man, woman, child, if you like me, if you love your girl, if you love me, I love you. And best wishes for a happy and a safe Christmas. Okay. And then shout out to my Yule Circle too. Okay. Happy Christmas to y'all. All right. Okay, guys, I will be seeing y'all. Peace.